What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and discuss the movement in Modern Warfare 3. And trust me. Hold on, I know you guys are going to say, the movement, who cares? But I really do think that there is something that has been newly incorporated into the movement for this game that will be a overall negative for the, how should I say, the customization, the classes, the variety in this overall game. And let's be honest, that's very crucial when it comes to a Call of Duty game. Being able to deck out your classes in different ways, whether you want to be aggro, OBJ, stealthy, your role of a sniper, AR, SMG, all of the above. That's what makes Call of Duty so addicting. It's a part of the formula, of course, not the complete overall formula, but it's definitely a part of it. And it's a reason why people keep coming back, because there's so many different ways of enjoying the overall title in multiplayer. But this one thing, like I said, I think, again, it might not be anything, but I truthfully do want to bring it to light, and I want to know your guys' opinions on it, because I think it might be a problem for the overall scene here. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, just very quickly before we go ahead and hop into the topic of today's video, if you do enjoy what you hear and you want to hear some more stuff, revolving around commentaries, rants, live gameplays, comparisons, all of the above, we discuss things about Call of Duty X-Defiant, all that good stuff. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. And of course, last but not least, if you do want to check out some live streams, we do stream pretty much every single day over on Kick. But this week, we will be back over on Twitch. We try to stream on Twitch at least 1 week a month. So we're going to go ahead and do it at the end of this month, of course. So that's where we'll be streaming for the whole overall week, just so you guys know. The link to that and my Kick channel will be down in the description of this video. Okay, so let's get into this video here. Guys, the new movement, let's be real, it's an overall positive. I don't want to make this video out to be nothing but negatives, because it truthfully doesn't have to be that way. Yes, the movement will be good. It will obviously make things a little bit more fluent, hopefully just more enjoyable. Things like Stalker being reintroduced to help, strafing speeds, the overall movement just in general being picked up. Maybe 150 health can help increase, the odds of more legit gunfights, so people will be more encouraged to push out instead of holding angles to get cheap shots. All of the above. Red dots on the minimap, attachments not affecting the weapons, the list goes on. There's a lot of good, really solid changes. And again, there's a lot of problems that we don't really want to support $70 DLC, but on this channel, we do indeed acknowledge things that are good, and this is definitely a good thing that Sledgehammer went ahead and did. But they also went ahead and added in a new feature into the movement called Tack Stance. Now, what Tack Stance is it's a new movement feature in the game where while you're sliding, or I think partially running as well, maybe while you're, I'm not exactly sure, probably just walking, but I know you can do it while you're sliding. If you toggle on this feature, so I'm assuming it's not an attachment, so it's not going to be something that you put on your gun that's an attachment, it's just simply a toggle that everybody can have that you could do whenever you feel like. When you toggle this feature on, instead of aiming down the sights of your weapon, whether it's your iron sight or red dot, you will go into some type of middle aim. I actually have a photo right here for you guys of exactly what it looks like. Basically, it's like when you have night vision goggles on in Modern Warfare 2019, the realism mode, and then Modern Warfare 2 Black Gold, that nighttime map that we have in that game. That's exactly what this is, right? You're aiming down on your laser, pretty much sideways. The ADS is partially faster, but there is going to be a little bit of randomness to the bullet spread on the occasion. Even though it's not really that noticeable, it's still there. I think it's kind of fun, low-key. I enjoy the nighttime maps to a certain degree. I know it's an unpopular opinion. But this feature right here, yes, indeed, it is cool, and it will make pacing faster. Because now, if you do want to go ahead and breach into a building, or you want to go and get up close and personal, you're not being held back. Instead of having to wait for a slow ADS to your iron sight or red dot, you can go ahead and toggle on this feature and just get a half ADS, because that's all you need indoors. You either hip fire or you quickly put up your little laser sight. And maybe it's not a laser sight now because it's an official feature. Maybe you could just do it with the canted sight or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, this will make movement and it will make pacing a lot better in the Modern Warfare universe, whereas in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2019, Infinity Ward had different plans on wanting you to breach and clear buildings in a lot more a tactical approach. But here's where I see a partial issue, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I can acknowledge that it is a good feature, but like I said in the very beginning of this video, I am not completely worried. Again, like I said, we haven't even played it, so I don't know what's going to be like. But I like to toss certain ideas out there, make people think, get, food for thought. I think that this feature is going to potentially completely replace, the style of classes. In every Call of Duty game, at least current date now, a lot of the times you pick a weapon and you pick the attachments based on the scenario that you want to go into. Whether you want to have a long-range weapon, something that's made for up-close and personal engagements, maybe something that's a little bit in between, stealthy engagements, loud bang engagements, whatever you're feeling. That's, like I said, that's the fun of Call of Duty, creating classes, creating play styles, and testing them out in the multiplayer environment. There's tons of ways to play COD, whether you want to play seriously, competitively, casually, troll. There's all kinds of stuff to do in COD. It's what makes it fun. But I'm really thinking that with this being introduced, it has the potential to take away a decent amount of the variety when it comes to class customization. If you can just simply toggle on a feature that allows you to ADS quicker, basically by, tilting your gun sideways, if you have a feature that is available to you 24/7 and it's not an attachment, it's just something that you simply check on and you're able to do it, and it's, you never ADS through your red dot, you always ADS like this. If you could just simply toggle that on, shoot, knowing me and knowing a lot of other, sweaty players, we're going to deck out our guns for long range. You know what I'm saying? Like, every gun I will have will be a red dot or iron sight and have all attachments, whether it's grips, muzzles, rear grips, stocks, whatever it is for, straight up recoil. Forget everything else. I don't care how slow it's going to potentially make it. As long as I can toggle on a feature that allows me to breach and clear buildings, or if someone runs up on me and I can quickly toggle it on and engage that way, there's absolutely no point ever for me to go ahead and customize a close range weapon. Seriously, think about it. Even for close range maps, I have all different types of weapons that I use. And again, you guys can check out my streams. We stream all the time, like I said, over on Kick, and we're doing it this week over on Twitch, where we have all different variety of classes, things that are meant for different maps, different scenarios. It's fun. It's the enjoyment out of Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? But I will not need my close range SMGs, my MP7 builds and my P90 builds and all of that stuff. I can just deck them out for long range. Same thing with my ARs, With all honesty, this might even, produce an AR meta or attack rifle meta, because keep in mind, 150 HP, I know a lot of people are hyping this up, including myself, because it will bring good engagements. But what happens is a lot of times the marksman rifles and tac rifles become meta for quite some time until, the weapon balancing is finally polished off across the board. But even after weapon balancing, like if you go back to Black Ops Cold War and you pick up an M16 or AUG, you're still going to drill. It's just how it goes when you have a time to kill that's long. Those guns are going to really put in a lot of work. I feel like people are going to pick up these weapons, get them decked out, and then just simply toggle on this feature when, they have to go up close and personal and be able to engage up close, which they are at a disadvantage because they have single fire weapons, burst weapons, or even if you are using an AR, you will have a slower fire rate than someone with the SMG. But like I just said a little while ago, what's stopping me from taking out an MP7 that basically has no recoil already as it is, put tons of recoil attachments on it so it can drill, beam across the map, and just use that, I'll have the fire rate of an SMG, I can beam across the map, and when people come up close and personal, I can toggle on the tac stance, and I'll be able to engage up close, I do want to state again that I'm not saying that this is a bad feature. I just want to produce some food for thought, get people thinking, and produce some opinions down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this overall feature, but that is my current stance on it. Again, I'll probably be proven wrong, because a lot of these changes from Sledgehammer seem to be, things that the community have been asking for a long time. It's completely focused on what the community has been begging for. So, it might be cool to test out. It might be something positive, but who knows at the end of the day? It could even be a potential scenario where, the more recoil attachments you have on, maybe the slower the, tac stance is compared to someone with less recoil, attachments on. Maybe their tac stance will, go a little bit faster. Who knows? It might be things that affect the overall movement with the tac stance. But again, I just wanted to see what you guys are thinking. But of course, go down in the comment section, leave your opinions down below on how you feel about the tac stance. If you think it's going to be something that will indeed, kind of ruin the variety when it comes to classes, or if you think it's just going to be something that's kind of useful. It won't kill the overall vibes of the variety in Call of Duty. But at the end of the day, it might add a little bit more fun to engagements, and it could help you take people out who are camping, being just again, A lot of the changes seem to be pointed towards the direction of rushing more than camping, whereas Infinity Ward, whenever they put out a game, it seems like every design decision is for people who want to play slow. They want to protect the campers and then make the rushers have to struggle. Here, it seems like Sledgehammer wants the rushers to have a benefit and the campers have to struggle a bit. Maybe they have to work a bit harder to get a camping position that might benefit them a bit more, while rushers have more tools, to use against them. Basically encouraging more action, more people going to the OBJ, actually playing the game, better matches overall. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, and if you hated it, leave a dislike. Both opinions always matter. Also, if you want to see more content just like this, subscribe, hit that bell. We post every single day here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And last but not least, we do stream pretty much daily over on Kick and Twitch. Links to those, along with all my other socials, are down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.